Cyprus, the island of hate that so often, so quickly reverts to what it began as, the island of love. The island where Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love, was born out of sea spray on this very beach.
The tanks have not left the streets of Nicosia, despite yesterday's promise by the new government that the military presence would become less apparent.
In theory, there's free movement throughout the whole island. In practice, Greek Cypriots hardly ever enter Turkish areas, and Turks move into Greek areas only when it's absolutely essential. In the Turkish areas, the flags and portraits of the father of modern Turkey, Kemal Atatürk, are everywhere. The only flag that challenges them is that of the United Nations, which moves almost continuously through the streets. For all the dispute between the two communities, President Makarios made it his business to see the Turkish population receive these supplies, to underline his claim that Turkey was wrong in saying that the Turkish Cypriot community was besieged and threatened. But today, after the Greek-led coup, in which the Turkish community suffered neither casualties nor damage, the Turkish Cypriots once again feel genuinely threatened.
Thursday morning, a week ago, tanks of the Turkish army on the outskirts of Famagusta are about to complete their victory in Cyprus. The Geneva peace talks have collapsed. The Turks have lost patience, have given up words in favour of war. They will take what they want of Cyprus by force of arms. It seems that every Greek Cypriot is on the move. Refugees, confused and numbed, in constant flight, heading nowhere but away from the Turks. It is thought that 200,000 people are now refugees. 200,000. One person in every 3 on the island. The Greeks have fled from dozens of small towns and villages in the way of the Turkish tanks. Families sit waiting for they know not what. They've lost the Cyprus they thought was theirs. They all have fathers or sons or brothers who fought against the Turks. It's feared that nearly 5,000 people have died in the fighting. Some bear it in silence, others cannot. It is inconceivable that they can live like this for long, yet no alternative is in sight. There is no hope, only the knowledge of loss.
The tanks came into our village at about 2 o'clock, and when we heard the noise, all the people tried to leave the village. We were so scared of those tanks, and we didn't take anything with us, but we tried to leave the village as soon as possible.
Have you got nothing with you?
No, we didn't take anything with us. When we heard the tanks, we left immediately.
And came here?
Yeah.
What did you leave behind in the village?
We left everything, our house, our property, everything. We didn't take anything with us.
60 miles west along the coast from the battlefield of Famagusta, at the opposite end of the island, are other refugees. Here are the Turks, 7,000 men, women and children who fled from their enemy, the Greeks. A month ago, the Greeks surrounded the small isolated villages of the Turkish community. On the arrival of the Turkish army in Cyprus, there was fighting. Those Turks who lived far from the invasion front had no army to defend them. They were outnumbered. Many were captured. The rest fled to safety in a British base. Like the Greek refugees, they have nothing. Their homes have been looted, their people killed.
I don't care. I got about 2 houses and quite a few acres of land, but I don't give a damn to it. Sorry about that. I would prefer to live as long as I'll be secured by the Turks.
Would you again now live under Greek administration?
Not at all. Definitely not.
I mean, it's no good to live with these Greek people. We can't live with them because we know at the end, still they will find some way to kill even our brothers or our sisters. Once we save our soils, my suggestion is to go and live where the Turkish administration is, under the protection of Turkish army.
Even if that means mass migration backwards and forwards across the land of Greek and Turks?
Well, still, my opinion doesn't change.
I think everybody here, if you ask them one by one, and you will find many people here who are well off, that they will not care about their land, and they will run to the place to the north where the Turkish administration is.
Scares me. It's I cannot connect in the sense that what I see doesn't bring you out all those nice memories and the good time that you had.
Yeah.
You have to close your eyes and then it all comes back.
Famagusta was the tourist resort of the island. All this belonged to the Greeks.